Hello everybody and welcome to another different review. Today I'm going to be giving you something new in my videos. I'm going to be giving you a brain teaser, and there will be a contest at the end of this, so if you answer this correctly, you'll be in to win some RP, and I'll be announcing the winner of that in my next video. So, what is today's teaser on? So, let's say, ages ago, before General Dukuto was the head of Noxus, he was in a respectable family in Noxus, so this is General Dukuto. He has two daughters, Katarina and Cassiopeia. Right, so he's got two daughters, right? And he's a respectable man, he's got a respectable family, everything's going fine. But one of these days, someone kidnaps Katarina. So she gets kidnapped, and everyone in the family is just extremely worried. So there's a call coming in, and General Dukuto picks up, and they demand a ransom. And Dukuto, being very worried, decides, you know what, I'm gonna give in to the ransom. I want my daughter back. Right, so the call says, you know, the money has to be put in, so let's say $1 million, sure, to be put in to a certain drop location in Demacia. So, General Dukuto decides, I'm not going to trust anyone with this money except for my other daughter, so he gives it to Cassiopeia. So Cassiopeia now has $1 million, and she makes the trek to Demacia. Now, on the way to the trek, she meets a few people, she travels, keeps a low profile, and then she nears the borders to Demacia, and she has to walk through a few tight alleys. You know, it's not a very nice place, so there's a few alleys in there. And she's walking through one of these alleys, and she is found there 2 hours later by the police. So let's say Officer Caitlin is on the case, and she finds Cassiopeia there, knocked out. Now, she asks Cassiopeia, "What happened, Cass? What happened to you?" And Cassiopeia tells Officer Caitlin, you know, I was knocked out on the head, from behind, from some person. Like, I didn't get the time to see it. It was very, very quick, and I only saw them from the back as they ran away. Right, and then as Officer Caitlin says, "Oh, wow, that must have been terrible, okay. Do you have any details about them? I mean, you only saw them from the back, but is there anything you could tell me about them?" And then Cassiopeia says they were slightly tall, and they were wearing a cardigan, and that was about it. And they ran fast. And then Officer Caitlin says, "Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your details." And then Officer Caitlin decides, you know what, your money is gone, so we're going to try and track down some possible suspects. So, Officer Caitlin nets down the whole area, and she looks for possible suspects who might match. She sees an ex-convict, Graves, and he's carrying a knife. And when she tries to chase down Graves, he runs. And when cornered and finally asked what's happening, Graves says, you know, I don't know anything about some snake lady getting hit. I was just running because I was carrying a knife. It's illegal, and you can understand me wanting to try to run for possessing a dangerous weapon. Officer Caitlin says, okay, so you don't know anything about the money? And Graves says, no. He's carrying a knife, no money found on him. And he was wearing some singlet and some pants, so I was wearing a singlet. And then the other person caught in the net in the surrounding area was Twitch. Now, this rat was the scum of the earth. I mean, he hasn't got much money. He's homeless at this point, and he's wearing an old cardigan. And then when Caitlin asked Twitch, you know, what happened here? You know, do you know anything about Cassiopeia getting hit? And he just says, you know, who's Cass? He says, I just found this cardigan in the sewers down here. finds cardigan, and it's dirty, and he's wearing it. And he says he knows nothing about the money. Nothing can be found. No money. So obviously that's all the leads gone here. So Caitlin has nothing else to work with apart from Cassiopeia's description. That person is wearing a cardigan. That is tall. Whoops, sorry here. Tall. Fast. And she finds Graves and Twitch, who each have no clue what happened. Twitch is wearing a cardigan, which he claims he found in the sewers, and Graves is not involved at all, it seems, but he is an ex-convict. So Officer Caitlin needs your help. Officer Caitlin asks you, the viewer, says, do you know who kidnapped Katarina, and where has the money gone? So that's your question, guys. So if you can answer this, do you know who kidnapped Katarina? Where has the money gone? And if it's logical and it's well thought out, you'll be into a draw for next week's RP contest, and I'll be announcing the winner in my next week's video. Best of luck. I do have an answer thought up for this, but if you give me another answer that's logical, well thought out, and not the one I'm thinking of, you'll still be eligible. So, good luck. This is DiffTheEnder signing out.